Okay, folks, section 6.4 says least common denominators. Now, we're going to start adding and subtracting these fractions, and you're going to remember that whenever we add or subtract fractions, we have to have a common denominator. So today we're going to practice getting common denominators, okay? Now, I want us to be able to change this fraction into this one, okay? And they're asking us what goes up here, all right? Well, there are some things that we need to do first, okay? We have gotten into the habit, and it's a good habit, of writing everything in standard form. So let's take this first fraction. We're going to write 2x over negative x plus 3. We need to flip these two terms because they're not written in standard form. We always put variables in front of constants, okay? All right, now that means I need to flip this next fraction also, the next denominator. It's negative x squared plus 3x, okay? All right, so we've made one change. Now let's keep going. We also know that this first term should never be negative, so we're going to pull out a negative. So I've got 2x over negative 1 times x minus 3. Over here, I don't know what I have on top. That's what they want us to figure out. And we'll talk about that in just a second. But I'm going to pull out a negative on the bottom, and I've got x squared minus 3x. Okay? One more change I need to make after that. This one on the left, I can't do anything else. It's just negative 1 times x minus 3. Okay? This one here on the right, I can pull out an x from each of those terms. So now it's negative 1 times x minus 3. Okay, I just pulled out an x from each one of those and put it in front. Now the question is, what does this denominator have that this denominator doesn't? Well, this one has a negative 1 and this one has a negative 1. This one has an x minus 3 and so does this one. But this one has an x. So to make this denominator the same as this denominator, I have to multiply the bottom by x. But if I multiply the bottom by x, I have to multiply the top by x. So that's going to give me 2x squared. Okay? To make this denominator the same as that, I had to multiply it by x. But remember, if I multiply the bottom by x, I multiply the top by x, and I get 2x squared. So this is the answer. They have the question mark up there. The question mark equals that. All right? Great job. Let's look at the next example.